Multiple WWE stars receive backstage praise. Plus, we have details on a scrapped NXT TNA title match and future plans for Rusev in WWE. It's all in the Cultaholic Wrestling news right now.
Thank you, Madam Pacitti. Off with you.
Two names from behind the scenes in WWE have been getting a lot of backstage praise for their work in front of the camera.
Yes, PW Insider reports about these two stars. The first one being former world champion Damian Priest. PW Insider say there has been a lot of talk of late among WWE talents, marveling at the toughness Damian Priest has shown in recent months, despite being very banged up over the course of his feud with Drew McIntyre.
And you know what? Fair play to Priest. He's taken some hellacious bumps. And Drew has, to be fair, as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's been a very physical feud these two have had, and I know that Priest has worked through numerous injuries as well to keep going. Very much seen as a company guy for it as well. He's back in action for the first time since Backlash on Saturday night. Him and Drew going to have a steel cage match, which I'm sure will be just as brutal as everything else they've done.
I'm sure he's probably going to get a little bit more battered by the time that one's done.
Yeah, between Damian Priest taking a bunch of hellacious bumps and knocks, and Drew McIntyre getting stuff in his eye and he dropped on his head.
Glass and oh my God, yeah.
A lot of love in the room for those. PW Insider also reports that Chelsea Green has been routinely praised internally over the last few months due to her attitude and her willingness to step in as and wherever is needed. She's been a real standout in whatever role that she has been in, and it hasn't gone unnoticed, whether it's in the ring, whether it's at media events for WWE. She's been given some very favorable comparisons to The Miz, who somebody is very much seen by WWE higher-ups as a reliable company ambassador. Those comparisons to The Miz we talked about on our socials, and Matt Cardona quote retweeted our article on Cultaholic saying, "Does that make me Maurice?"
Beautiful blonde hair.
Yeah, you look love your blonde hair and a French accent.
Absolutely. I think both of these two, we speak about Chelsea quite a lot, I feel like, on the news, and how she's incredible in every single role that she gets placed within. And as mentioned as well there, Damian too, like Damian really just always wanting to make... Of course, he always wants to make himself look incredible, but always makes his opponent look incredible, no matter who it is as well, which is always really nice to see.
It really is nice to see. As we say, WWE presenting Saturday night's main event this weekend. Saturday night, you can watch it with Adam Pacitti on the Cultaholic YouTube channel. Live reactions with us on Saturday. Meanwhile, NXT are going to be presenting Battleground. It'll see Joe Hendry putting the TNA World title on the line against Trick Williams. However, Josh Alexander, former TNA champion, talks on Shaq Wrestling about scrapped plans for his involvement in a TNA NXT crossover story that would have seen a return of a tag team and a title challenge for him.
Yeah, so one of the stories that mentioned involved him actually reuniting with his former tag team partner, Ethan Page from the North. He said, "There were rumblings of two that I'd heard about after the fact that were denied by management for whatever political reason there was, them not wanting me to lose or something like that. Then there was one offer on the table for me to do a big run and then wrestle for the title on a pay-per-view or a stand and deliver, I think it was. I had actually turned that down because it just didn't fit with what my goals were coming into contract time and stuff like that, with negotiations coming up."
So Josh Alexander's situation in TNA is really interesting because he made it quite clear that he was ready to step away from TNA last year or maybe the year before, and then it was announced by TNA that actually you have a contract year extension with us that we can opt into, and whilst you seem very keen to step away, you're staying. We're gonna action that extra year and you're going to stick around. So I would imagine that Josh by this point had stayed far longer than he wanted to with TNA, and then this offer to run this storyline with NXT would have taken him over that boundary. And so he kind of went, you know what, I'm good, I'm going to go and do my own thing. If you want to watch Josh Alexander do some incredible work, check out the stuff he's doing at Maple Leaf Pro, along with that amazing roster of talent that Scott D'Amore has assembled there. He's doing some really good stuff there.
Yeah, he really is. I would have loved to have seen something something with the North, though, because I think them two together are incredible. But, I mean, what's to say that one day we won't get back to that somewhere down the line anyway, you know?
Yeah, they're star-crossed lovers. They'll find each other. When it comes to NXT's plans over the summer, WrestleVote on Backstage Pass Q&A were asked whether we would see an NXT event that works alongside SummerSlam, and not unlike what we see with most pay-per-views, like some of the bigger pay-per-views like WrestleMania and Survivor Series. Now, they said NXT will not be doing anything tied into SummerSlam weekend as of now. They do have their own event. It'll be taking place at the end of August, and we're looking to nail down the date and location of that ASAP. By we mean WrestleVote's looking to get the date from NXT sources for
not
that
us.
one.
We're not.
No, we're not.
Putting it.
We're not. They can
We're
do what
not
they
doing
like. My calendar's quite full in August. But yes, so we will get a summer-esque event for NXT, but it won't be tied into SummerSlam, as some people are saying. Rusev has some exciting plans coming up.
Oh, he sure does. He's been back with the WWE for 1 month at this point, having returned to the company on the Raw after WrestleMania before the former Miro promptly, and he certainly did dismantle Alpha Academy. PW Insider reporting that Rusev's next move there's been rumblings within WWE that a Rusev versus Sheamus program has been pitched. Any feud would play out on WWE Raw. Obviously, Sheamus made his own return to WWE TV in early May as well, having not wrestled since the Royal Rumble in February. Sheamus so far is 2-0 since his return. He defeated Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Does that scoreline stay in place if he coincides and collides with Rusev?
It's a tough one. It's a tough one because I'd like to give Rusev the win, but I would also like to give Sheamus the win to propel him a little bit further, maybe to get to that point where he finally wins the IC Championship.
It's one of those things where Sheamus finds himself kind of, like I said, the big quest for Sheamus is the IC title.
Yeah.
But at the moment, kind of in between stations, Rusev, since he's come back, he's been impactful, but I'm ready for him to get into a meaty story now.
I guess the thing is as well, with like the Redeemer character that he has, if he was to sort of beat Sheamus and then Sheamus has to look internally within himself, like, have I lost a step? Am I missing something? To get to that point where he eventually goes after the IC Championship. So I think either way, I think it could benefit both, but at the same time, maybe I'd like to see Rusev win it a little bit more. Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, I think maybe Rusev might be the one. But hey, look, we'll see how that one pans out. It's gonna be a very violent exchange,
Absolutely,
as we would expect from putting them two in the ring at the same time. Big old weekend of the Wrestling TNA presenting Under Siege, Saturday night's main event for the WWE, NXT Battleground, and AEW Double or Nothing as well. We've got 9 pitches on the channel right now, plus live reactions coming up. We'll have predictions on the channel later today as well for who is going to win what at that show. Look out for the WTF moments on our Patreon and what happened with Jack on our channel as well. And for the very latest wrestling news at any time, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Kiss, Key.
Love you, bye.